Hey everyone, it's Your Name from your channel, and today I'm sharing 7 genius no-sew hacks that actually work. No sewing machine, no needle, just creativity and some basic tools. Whether you're a beginner or just want quick fixes, these will save your wardrobe and your time. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, let's kick things off with a classic problem, pants that are just a tad too long. We've all been there, right? You find the perfect pair but they drag on the ground, and who has time for a tailor? Enter Fabric Glue, your new BFF for instant hemming. Here's the deal. Grab your trusty fabric glue and don't be shy, pick a good one. There are so many options out there. We're talking about the kind that's specifically designed for fabric, not the glue stick you use for arts and crafts. Trust me on this. Now, try on your pants and use pins to mark where you want the new hem to hit. Aim for that perfectly tailored look. Once you've got your marks, take those pants off, lay them flat, and smooth out any wrinkles. Now for the fun part. Fold the pant leg up along your pin marks, creating a crisp, clean hem. Carefully apply a thin line of fabric glue along the inside edge of the fold. A little goes a long way. Press the fabric together firmly, making sure it adheres all along the glued edge. You can use your fingers to smooth out any bumps or air bubbles. Now here's the key. Let it dry completely. I know, patience is a virtue. Check the instructions on your fabric glue for drying time, and voila! Perfectly hemmed pants in minutes, no sewing required. Stock up, my friends, and be prepared to tackle any wardrobe malfunction with confidence. Let's talk about those little accidents that happen to the best of us. Rips, tears, and those dreaded moth holes that seem to appear out of nowhere. But before you toss your favorite clothes in the donation bin, hold on. Iron-on patches are here to breathe new life into your wardrobe. Now, I know what you're thinking. Iron-on patches? Aren't those just for kids? Nope. These aren't the cheesy patches of your childhood. We're talking about stylish, sophisticated patches that can add personality, cover up flaws, and even transform a basic piece into a one-of-a-kind creation. The beauty of iron-on patches is their versatility. You can find them in every shape, size, and design imaginable, from quirky embroidered animals to bold graphic prints. And the best part? They're incredibly easy to use. First, choose a patch that speaks to your style and complements the garment you want to fix or embellish. Once you've found the perfect match, position it on your fabric exactly where you want it. Next, grab your iron and set it to the appropriate heat setting for your fabric. Place a thin cloth over the patch to protect it from direct heat. Then press the iron firmly over the patch, moving it in a circular motion for about 30 seconds to a minute. Allow the patch to cool completely before wearing or washing your garment. Chapter 4. Tie and Knot Tricks. Transform your clothes with a simple twist. Okay, fashionistas, let's talk about transforming your clothes without even touching a needle and thread. I'm talking about the magic of tie and knot tricks. It's amazing how a few strategic ties or knots can completely change the look of a garment. First up, let's tackle those oversized tops that are all the rage. You can easily cinch them in at the waist for a more flattering silhouette using a simple knotting technique. Just grab a section of fabric on either side of your waist and tie them together in a knot. You can leave the ends hanging loose for a casual vibe or tuck them in for a more polished look. You can also use ties and knots to create interesting details on your clothes. For example, try tying a small knot at the hem of your t-shirt for a playful touch. Or, gather the fabric of your skirt to one side and tie it in a knot for an asymmetrical, eye-catching look. transform dresses into skirts by tying the bottom portion of the dress up around your waist. Tie and knot tricks are completely reversible, so you can easily undo them and return your clothes to their original state whenever you want. Alright, my DIY darlings, prepare to be amazed by the wonders of fusible webbing. This stuff is like magic for fabric fixes and alterations. Seriously, it's a game changer for anyone who wants to make quick and easy alterations without breaking out the sewing machine. So what exactly is fusible webbing? It's basically a thin web-like material with heat-activated adhesive on both sides. You sandwich it between two pieces of fabric, apply heat, and voila! The adhesive melts, fusing the fabric layers together permanently. Fusible webbing is a godsend for repairing small tears or holes in your clothes. Simply cut a piece of webbing slightly larger than the damaged area, place it behind the tear, and iron it on following the instructions on the package. The heat will bond the webbing to the fabric, creating a strong and invisible mend. But fusible webbing isn't just for repairs. You can also use it for hemming, attaching appliques, creating custom patches, and so much more. One of my favorite ways to use fusible webbing is for creating custom iron-on patches. Calling all creative souls. If you're looking for a fun and easy way to personalize your clothes, look no further than fabric paint and markers. These versatile tools allow you to unleash your inner artist and transform your wardrobe into wearable works of art. Fabric paint and markers come in a rainbow of colors and finishes, from bold and opaque to shimmery and metallic. You can use them to create intricate designs, write inspiring quotes, or simply add a pop of color to your favorite pieces. One of my favorite things about fabric paint and markers is that they allow you to customize your clothes to reflect your unique personality. Whether you're into bold graphics, delicate florals, or quirky doodles, the possibilities are endless. Before you start painting, it's essential to choose the right fabric paint or markers for your project. If you're working with delicate fabrics like silk or satin, opt for fabric markers, as they're less likely to bleed. For bolder designs on sturdier fabrics like cotton or denim, fabric paint is a great option. Once you've gathered your materials, prepare your work surface by laying down a piece of cardboard or a cutting mat to protect your table. Okay, let's talk about those trusty little heroes of the fashion world, safety pins and brooches. These often overlooked accessories are making a major comeback, and for good reason. They're versatile, affordable, and can add a touch of personality to any outfit. Let's start with safety pins. These humble fasteners are surprisingly versatile when it comes to fashion. You can use them to shorten straps, gather fabric at the waist, create stylish drapes, and so much more. One of my favorite ways to use safety pins is to create a ruched effect on a garment. Simply pinch a small section of fabric and secure it with a safety pin. Repeat this process along the seam or wherever you want to add some texture. Safety pins are also great for fixing wardrobe malfunctions on the go. Whether you have a gaping button, a ripped seam, or a hem that's come undone, a safety pin can save the day. Now let's talk about brooches. These decorative pins are back in a big way, and they're not just for your grandma anymore. From vintage finds to modern designs, there's a brooch out there for every style. Which hack are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a DIY tip from me. Thanks for watching. Now go hack that wardrobe.